no question if I want it, I need it. I can feel it slowly drifting away from me.
It was good, y'all. So to start this new year off, we're gonna go slow just a little bit. I know, like, yo, you just did like a dope ass soul swap hybrid, and those mochas were pretty damn fresh. But let's start off slow really quick with a midsole repaint on these laser 4s, white laser 4s, and a pair of lightnings. I mean, let's be real, you can't really step up to a female and ask them out wearing these shoes that need a repaint, right? So I had a traumatic experience of having a really bad midsole cracking. I was wearing these really beat fire red 3s, and I was at the mall, and I saw this really cute chick. I approached her, asked for, having a good time, chopping it up, asked for a number. She looked at me up and down, and she took like 5 seconds looking at my kicks, and all of a sudden she's like, hey, yeah, like, I'm sorry, like, my boyfriend's actually waiting outside, blah 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 blah, right? So I went home and went straight to the bathroom because, I can't really go to the bathroom in public toilets, especially if you're trying to go number 2. But anyways, I'm on Tinder, and that's the only time when I'm on Tinder is when I'm on the crapper. So back then I would refer Tinder to a beehive, and I would be there looking for some honeys. And how do you say, find someone you can pollinate with. You know what I'm saying. Alright, back to the story. So I'm like swapping left and right, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing. And guess what, like, I see the same chick I saw at the mall, and I check her profile out, and it's like really basic stuff, like whatever, like a basic ABG would say, like her name, her age, her astrology sign, blah blah blah. And at the very bottom, she's like, single, but I'm only looking for friends. What? Like, girl, you're looking for some friends with benefits. An hour ago, you told me you were waiting for your boyfriend. What? But I was like, you know what? That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, like, I really don't care. Like, I walk around with some flip-flops. I really don't care what I wear. But I still get the female. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have any kind of game, hit me up so I can repaint your midsoles so you can get the female. Yeah. I know that was a lot of talking, but what I'm doing right now is I'm tipping up the midsoles. And what I'm using to remove the midsole paint is Midsole Magic. And believe me, I know about Dad's Easy Spray, and I know about Josco's, and I've used them both, and honestly, it messed up my midsoles really bad, and had to pay the customers for a brand new shoe, which I don't want to do. Even if it is a repackaged brand, he probably is adding something to it to like dull down the strength of the formula, since it's strong enough to remove the paint, but it's soft enough to leave the midsole alone. And with my fair share of both Dad's Easy Spray and Josco's, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Like, I'm paying premium to cut down time and make sure that the midsoles come out really smooth for the repaint. And mind you, this won't work every single time. It really just depends the age of the shoes. So if you're trying to repaint 2011, 2012 midsole, you're good to go. But honestly, it really depends on how well the foam midsoles were produced, since I did encounter some issues with some midsoles from 2012 that did get damaged on the left shoe, but on the right shoe it was perfectly fine. So it really just depends on how well they're produced, how old they are. There's just a lot of variables, but for the most part, it's pretty safe. I've had like a 95% guarantee that it's not gonna damage the midsole. But for these particular pairs, since they are from 2005 2006, it's been more than 10 years. I did get a little bit of residual midsole damage due to the age, and that's only on small parts of the shoe. And some of these issues are just inevitable, like you really can't control it, since these are more than 10 years old. The foam is more than 10 years old, so there's bound to be, some type of deterioration one way or another with a midsole repaint. So in this example, I will show you the strength of the Midsole Magic. So on the right shoe, I applied Midsole Magic, wiped it away with acetone. On the left shoe, it's just straight acetone, and the paint barely budged. So using Midsole Magic really does help you in removing that midsole paint. So right now I want to protect the uppers with any type of accidents. So I'm gonna wrap up the uppers with saran wrap just in case if it does, you know, splatter on the leather, on the suede, it doesn't get on the suede, it'll get on the saran wrap. So we're going to be using the same midsole magic and removing the white midsole paint off of these lightnings. And with a little movie magic, we're going to tape up the midsoles with a snap of a finger to prep them for a repaint. So we're just gonna do a final cleaning on the midsole just to make sure there is no contaminants on the midsole, such as oils, lint, cotton ball fuzz. Any type of oils will make the midsole paint lose any type of adhesion on the midsole, so it will peel off easy. Any type of lint will make the midsole look really tacky and it just looks really sloppy. So you just want to make sure to run acetone on the midsole just to remove any types of contaminants. So all we're gonna do right now is apply the primer paint on the midsoles, which is white. It's always gonna be white for me. And I normally do about maybe 7 to 10 coats of paint just to make sure that the midsole isn't see-through. And that's like my magic number. It's for me, like it's proven for me to least amount of cracking. So now that the linings are done, since it only has one midsole color, it's time to apply the black paint on the lasers. I'm gonna apply a matte finish on the laser 4s, and I'm gonna apply a high gloss on the lightning 4s. And I'm using Krylon finisher for this project.
hope y'all because enjoyed this video, man. I know you did because you watched the whole video. Make sure to comment what you guys thought about the video. I do repair athletic footwear as my business, so make sure to go down in the description below to find my email. Tune in next week for my next video. You won't be disappointed. Alright, salud. God bless.